So let's talk about management. 5 management myths that are killing business. Most companies go out of business because of one reason and one reason only, and that is mismanagement, period. Not the economy, not the government, not tax, none of that crap, mismanagement. From who? The entrepreneur. The entrepreneur. Most of the time when I look at a business, the reason they're struggling is one of these 2 things. Marketing, not enough customers, not enough clients, or management. They have a bad team. Lousy team, or no team. 9 out of 10, marketing and management. It boils down to these 2 things. So, what's wrong with most management techniques out there? I think this pretty much sums it up. I got this in 2013 in my email about a workshop called Leading Through Change. Leading through what? Change. And this, I think, pretty much sums it up what's wrong with all 99% of information being fed to entrepreneurs about leadership and management. Here's, first of all, what's wrong with it. First, number 1, the workshop is, you can't see it, but it's $5,200 and somewhat dollars. It's $5,000. And then plus hotels and flight, it's another $1,200 or something like that. So first of all, that's what's wrong with it. Second thing, I see if you can see it. You can help me, Jenny? They need to see that bullshit price. Okay, see that? A round of applause for that. That's like crazy. See that? Okay, thank you. Here's first thing, what's wrong with it. Second thing, here's in the program. Here's what you'll learn, okay? Let me just pick a couple bullet points. Tackle a current change challenge from your work. Discover the pivotal role of the director with respect to change. Recognize your own immunity to change, the impact it has on you, and begin to shift your immunity to achieve greater success. I love this one. Use a highly intentional, skillful rehearsal process to build mastery, adapt in the moment, and enhance your ultimate change performance. What's wrong with it? I don't know what the fuck it is saying. It's all this gobbledygook. How the hell they apply this thing?
Maybe you didn't learn English.
Yeah, it's just like I'm looking at this. Where is the takeaway value? How can I apply this stuff? And here's the thing. I look very carefully. The entire page, everywhere, nowhere, anywhere is mentioned about the word profit. Nobody talks about managing for profit. Everybody talking management, leadership, different style, different leadership. How about managing for profit? Why are we in business? Because we want to make some profit. What's the word? Profit. Nowhere. And that's what's wrong with most of these books and leadership and all these stuff. And you got to go through a lot of bullshit to find, okay, here are 2 things that I can implement in my business, and hopefully it works. How many know what I'm talking about? Yes? Problem, that's a big problem. That's me when I was in Toastmasters in my early 20s. Now, I first learned about management and leadership when I was in Toastmasters. How many have heard of Toastmasters? How many of you don't know Toastmasters? Everybody knows, good, okay. So Toastmasters, at the time I joined a club called Metro Speakers in Burnaby. And I joined the club because I wanted to overcome my fear for public speaking. So, and I had huge issue with public speaking. So I thought, well, it would help me improve my English, and I get to overcome my shyness, all these things. So I joined Toastmasters, and I love the club. I attend every meeting every week for almost a year straight. Then I found ways to contribute to the club, and later I got elected to be the president for that club. And at the time, I was the youngest president for that district. That was like 22, something like that. And that's when I found out, okay, now I got to, you're the president, and then you have your VP of Treasury and your VP of PR, a group of people, got a little company, right? But they're all volunteers. Now, if you think it's difficult to manage employees, try to manage a bunch of volunteers, okay? It's tough. I thought, holy shit, because at that time, I was a copywriter, and I've been basically working on my own from home. So immediately, total immersion, bought every damn book I could on management, leadership, and kind of learned through it and tried, and some worked, some didn't. So that's when I realize, wow, it's what you could accomplish with a team. So at the times, I learned different things, tried different things. Most didn't work, and some of the myths I'm going to share with you. And then, fortunately, and you can see me in the middle with my short hair and glasses and stuff like that. You can see it up here, you can see that. And that club, when I was running it, it was the most successful Toastmasters club in our district. We have the most amount of members. We charge the highest fee, more than anybody else. We have a huge library with resources and CDs and books to help them improve their speaking skills. We have won so many ribbons, you can't see it, but actually that big flag behind the flag is all ribbons. All ribbons. We produce more award-winning speakers than anybody else in our district. And so then I know, wow, this is amazing. What you can do with when you know management, when you know how to lead, when you know how to work with people. And at the time, it's funny because other clubs, other presidents from other clubs, then they kind of heard about us, Metro speakers, and they went and kind of they came to our club and kind of spy on us. Like, what are these guys doing? Like my club, you know, we have like 5 people showed up. How come their club have like 50 people? What is going on? And I share with them what we do and how we do it, and they were very thankful. So that year, a couple of years, taught me a lot about leadership and management. And later on, funny thing is, I actually have an opportunity to coach someone, Darren Lok. Darren Lok, he is the world champion of Toastmaster. Now, just to give you a concept, to be a world champion of Toastmasters, you need to outcompete and outperform 25,000 speakers worldwide. 25,000 speakers worldwide to be the world champion of public speaking of Toastmasters. Then he hired me. I went to work on his seminar and coaching business, and it's been very, very successful. In fact, I think if you go there, he talked about me somewhere. I forgot where, but it goes to show you from a guy who was shy, who was afraid of public speaking, running a little club, to coaching the champion, the world champion of Toastmasters. It goes to show you what happens when you step into leadership, when you act boldly, when you learn to lead. Because most people in our society, they're followers. We don't have that many leaders. Not that many people want to be leaders. Why? Tell me. Because responsibility, yes. Stress. Lots of decisions to make, yes. Scare. As a leader, we get paid to do what? Lead. We get paid to make tough decisions. Decisions that most people don't want to make. That's what we're paying to do. We get paid to make tough decisions. So